Chat, this is Habetrot. If you don't know who this is, you haven't played through the Lost Belt, you have to beat the Lost Belt to get her. And guess where you get her? The friend point pool. You can roll out friend points to get a free farming unit. And I'm not talking like, oh, she's like Saber Lily. She's just a 3-star in its disguise. No. You can basically think of her as a 4-star version of Arash. But better because she can clear 2 waves by herself. Like, this servant is ridiculously good. Now, we are currently in anniversary still when she comes out. So if you want to be able to like roll for like MP5 for her while keeping the success rate, you need to clear through Lost Belt 6.3 before Thursday. Now, should you be rolling out your friend points for Habetrot already? Because in about October, we're going to get Gouda 5 rerun. And in that event, not only will we have Nobukatsu going in the friend point pool, and if you didn't know, you wouldn't be getting 2 coins for each copy, you'd be getting 15 for every single copy. 7 times the rate for a 1-star. That's a ridiculous amount of coins. And then you have the XP going in the friend point summoning too. And then there's also going to be a success rate campaign for making CE bombs from all those CEs that you're rolling out. That is going to be the best time. But should you still roll out to get MP5 for Habetrot? That depends on you, and if you have a farming rider to do farming rider things. If you have Da Vinci Lily and you enjoy using her, you could definitely still use her. But not everyone has her. And Habetrot is, you use them similarly, but they're very different in their gameplay. So let us get started. Habetrot, Habinya, Habicat, Habimeow. It depends on how you translate it. She is tiny. Like, this is bit to scale. She is the size of like a teddy bear. Like, this big. And when I said this like a while ago, people looked at me strange, but hold up. Dialogue. I don't usually do this. Like bring out the dialogue stuff, but this is important. If I had the Holy Grail, I'd wish to become an adult. So since I read this, I have for the longest time said that Habetrot is either going to get a Valentine's Day event, or it's going to be a summer where she's an adult, and and her goal is to be like Morgan's wing woman and get her a man, or like get Morgan to be a bride. Whether that's Morgan being a different class too, because Berserker has lived too long and is jaded, that's probably not happening in the romantic sense. Habetrot is, I would be willing to break my stance that I would actually like read like stuff on JP for that event. Like, I don't read like the Lost Belt stuff. I don't read events. I just wait for it to get translated on NA, because like, why would I play NA if I just read everything on JP? There'd be no point, besides just being easier. Oh, that was long-winded. Let's actually get started on Habetrot. First off, base attack, it's low, but she kind of does enough damage that you don't really care. She's going to be a free MP5, so base attack isn't something you're super hung up on. HP, this really doesn't matter. I'll be straight up, you don't care about this, because you can choose when she dies and when she doesn't die. You have that option at any time. It is not reliant on her MP. You just have to wait for the turn to end, and then she can die whenever you need her to. Which fits with her lore. She is willing to like literally end her existence if it meant a bride is happy. Sound familiar? Nasu does a lot of characters like this that are so single-mindedly focused in their objective that everything else doesn't really matter. And not because Nasu wrote this chapter, of course there's going to be a character like this. Star weight, star gen, these are deceptively not true for her because of stuff that goes on with her MP. She is a rider, she gets good star weight, but most of the time she does not have good star weight. But you really don't care unless you need to care. Like, you don't care about her critting unless you need her to crit. MP charge 0.57%. Okay number. Could be better considering the low hits on her MP. And she kind of has stuff that like makes it so this doesn't really matter. Hit counts though look pretty good. 4-hit extra attack, you don't really care. She's mostly MP spamming. It's like caring about Da Vinci Rider's extra attack. Like, she's not going to be doing it. Da Vinci Rider is going to be spamming Earth Chains. Habetrot, you should be doing the same thing, especially if you're doing multi-core. And because of how it works for her, if you're using Plug Suit, you can have your main DPS like fully out, and they're switching the sub DPS, so they're also getting the buffs. You don't want your like main damage dealer that's actually dealing with the chunky enemies to be in the backline with no buffs or MP. You can put them in front. They get all the Castoria buffs. It's great. And because she kills herself, if you're doing Plug Suit shenanigans, you can have a low SAR support coming in and buff your main DPS when like Habetrot dies. Very long-winded, but I have used Habetrot so much. She is almost Bond 9 or Bond 10 on JP, and I haven't even been using her like lately. I haven't needed her, but she's gonna get maxed out soon. I promise. I want that bouncy. So, first skill, 2k heal, grants them debuff immunity for 1 turn, and increases their star gen for 1 turn. Now, you could put this on herself. There's nothing wrong with that. It really is whoever is doing the farming. If you plan on her dying this turn, pop this on her, and she drops more stars for the main DPS next turn. Simple as that. If you have like quick stuff going on too, feel free to pop it, and don't be afraid to do brave chains with her. If you know she's gonna die and the enemy is gonna live, do like a brave chain. Like make some more stars. If she's dying, you don't really care about the refund at that point. So if you kill one enemy accidentally, like I do when I'm farming with Castoria, it's not gonna matter because star gen isn't affected by. Well, it is, but as long as you don't kill it, your star gen is not going to be that bad. And you did face cards, so still not going to be that bad. Second skill, which also pairs nicely with this one, if you want to put it on her. 30% arts buff 3 turns, 80% battery. And she does 2,000 to herself. She can just heal that back up. This is nuts because she is in the front point pool. You will eventually be able to get enough serving points to unlock her mana loading, so she can start from literally 0. Or after she MPs, if say it's a bad wave, she doesn't refund a lot. He just needs to refund 20. You guys, I hope you guys realize how easy it is for an art servant to loot just 20% from MP. Most of the time, they're doing that from one enemy anyway. So you can save this for turn 2 if you need it. Really should be doing this turn 1 because it is the arts buff. You need less batteries the next turn. But it is up to you. I love being able to start from 0 with her on this. It is so nice. Third skill. This is what lets you cycle her out. So you can target 1 female ally and grant them invincibility for a turn. Gives them a guts 1 time 5 turns, healing regen, so they recover 2,000 HP per turn, cleanses the dots off, so poison, burn, and curse. And at the end of the turn, she is going to kill herself. She gave her everything to a bride to make them shine. And my god, is this not something that is so fucking helpful in solos? If you're like, that is like a free guts for solos, free healing for solos. And whoever you target with this, whatever female ally you target with this, is not going to take damage for the turn. So they get a free, as long as the enemy doesn't have ignore invo, they're going to get free MP gen if they get hit, which more likely since now there's only 2 allies on the field right now. It's on a 10 turn cooldown, but considering she's not supposed to be staying alive after this, that makes sense. You technically could pop this on her, but there's really no point to doing that. Yeah, like she'll come back up with the guts, but there's not a lot of point of doing that when you could just buff up whoever you're using. Like giving a guts to someone, like, and this isn't a small guts either. This is 5,000 HP. Leonidas just got this as a buff to his guts, and you get to give it to any female servant. Her skills just work so well for what she wants to do. Clears the waves, makes it so that your single target has a clear shot at victory. Fastest skills, we have Riding C, 6% quick up. Item Construction B, debuff success rate up 8%. She does not. Yeah, she doesn't have it. Debuffs in her kit, but okay. Item Construction, it's closed. Fairy Eyes reduces crit attack chance resistance by 12%. Oh, so so can she see through lies? Because I know Artoria can like see like how someone is lying to her, like, or she can see lies, like when someone's lying to her, and I think she can also see how they're lying to her, which is like why she does not like Fairy Britain. Like it's literally like living with humans, and we saw how Morgan reacted to that. All right, depends. Get this. As soon as you can. You don't have to summon for MP5. That's just what I'm gonna be doing because I have like 3 million FP, and I plan on doing the lottery fairly regularly to like get back up, and then roll that out for a lot of CE bombs, because I have a lot of CEs I would like at level 100. But yeah, this is priority number 1, and then technically this comes second over extra attack, because you're probably not doing extra attacks with Habetrot, more likely than not. So if you play through the story, you'd think her MP is a heal and reduces her star weight along with the star bomb. That is how it functions in the Lost Spell. It is fairly different. I don't want to say spoilers to what happens. But she gets 30% MP damage. And also it's not a support MP. It's a 3-hit arts farming MP. 30% MP damage for 1 turn. Activates first. Ignores defense buffs to all all enemies. Still has the drop stars and still kills her star weight. This makes it so for a rider, this is a lot. This gives like other servants an actual chance to get stars. Because riders, if you pair a rider with a berserker, there's no fucking way that berserker is actually getting any stars. Like a rider has like 20 times the star weight of a berserker. Right? Berserkers have like 10 star weight. Yeah, it's Avengers that have 30. Yeah, she has like 20 times berserker star weight. Unless that berserker is getting like massive star weight, they're not getting stars. Yeah, I mean, this sets up your main DPS to like actually crit the next turn. It's great. And like I said, if you're doing multi-core, on turn 2, the main DPS can start doing crits. They're gonna have some starts to get some quicker arch crits or buster crits if you need the extra damage. So yeah, this MP very, very strong for farming, because there are nodes that like it's a 3-3-3. There are nodes like that, but a lot more commonly we see like 3-3-1, 3-3-2. And they might, especially for rank ups, they might be a completely different class. So you would have to bring like another, like say a saber. You were fighting a bunch of casters, and then the final boss is a lancer. So you bring a saber. Preferably like Saber Medusa on JP. You would work very well with Habetrot. Holy shit, you're not fucking killing Medusa at that point. That is actually overkill pairing these two together. Or like how tanky she's gonna be for a good couple turns. Ascension mats. These two is gonna. You might already have these. You truly might already have these. This is probably gonna be a pain for me. But remember, if you're only considering about farming, you only have to worry about one skill for this. This is bad, but not as bad as it really could have been. Like, she needs a lot of, like, she needs the expensive amounts, but not a super high amount of them. Like, this is probably the hardest one to farm, and that's Lost Spell 5. So you have to take, if you don't have it right now, you're gonna have to take time off farming Lost Spell 6 mats for farming this. But again, this is the append. It might take you a while before you're even able to do this. On CE, female servants healing recede 50% while she's on the field. That is a lot. Does this come up in solos? No, it does not. Is this like something you can really set up? Well, not really. It's more, you wouldn't be using the C like starting out. It would be like some other support dies, then you bring in Habetrot with this, and then you start healing them, and then they're getting a lot more heal. And imagine if you have Kiara on the field, like you pop this with Kiara, that's what, 150% healing received. Her MP literally is going to heal her for 15k, not including if you gave her another healing CE. Like, this is a very big number that you're just giving to other servants for them to heal off of. It's not really gonna work with her own healing, but if they have healings like, say, Bargus, Bargus especially, if Habetrot's on the field with Bargus is gonna like eat up that healing. She's gonna love that extra healing. I wanted to put this out before the Lost Belt started, because I know people do bomb rush the story to get to unlocking all the stuff, especially this one, because now people are going to be able to farm Lost Belt 6 mats. So I can see why people would just bum rush the story, not read it, and then just read it afterwards. This is a character that is definitely, I don't want to say it's worth skipping the story, because don't do that. I actively refuse to do that on NA. I don't ever skip story. JP is different, but this character is like, and also ignoring how she functions in game. If you've read her dialogue, she is fucking hilarious. She's like the little woman from The Incredibles that's like no capes. Like, she's sassy as shit and is like willing to hit like people that could literally like stomp on her. Like, these people could like squish her without even trying, and she is like talking down to them like they're like she is Gordon Ramsay's like, you guys don't know shit. I'm the best dressmaker in all of Fairy Britain. Y'all fuckers better respect my name. And people do respect her name. She dealt with like Morgan, like, and is like, good friends with Morgan. Morgan respects her. That should be like that should be red flag number 1. Morgan shows respect to her. So she's definitely not all there, but she's a fairy from Britain that Morgan actually liked. But that was pre Age of the Queen, so kind of different mindset for a fairy. But I can't wait to read Lost Spells 6. Like, making this video just made me excited for tomorrow. Speaking of, I should be doing a full stream like right after work. There shouldn't be any hindrances. That's why I'm doing it today. And yeah, probably no stream today, but I need the Oberon funds because those two definitely took a lot of money from me. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like or sub. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.